I'm having one for you, buddy.
All right. Oh, okay. All right. We're live there. Let me pull this up. Go live on Facebook. And we are live. Okay. All right. Well, let's get this out of the way and say hello, welcome, and
Welcome,
happy
welcome.
Hello.
happy Thursday people.
Thursday Eve.
No, Friday
Friday Eve.
Friday Eve, sorry. That's just after one bottle, dude.
Eve. We'll change all that on the 50th. Trust me.
It's going to be so much fun.
Got to get a little muscle memory back.
Ugh, whatever. So, yes, it's Friday Eve. How's everyone's
It is
week been
Friday.
going?
It's going. Yeah, it's going. I officially am wrapped up with school, so I am
Yay.
starting summer mode. I started it by
Yay.
putting a new toilet in. That's how I started.
Nice.
Hey, come on.
Sorry.
So do you do summer school at all? Do you teach summer school?
I don't. I used to work full time in the garage still all summer long. Anymore, I'll go in and help out. Like some guys will go on vacation and stuff like that. But I don't. Yeah, I really don't. I mean, I'll be going in and out. You're never off the whole summer. We're writing curriculum, we're doing stuff like that. But yeah, nope. This is it's my time to. It used to be my time to spend with my son once he was a little older. Now it's my time to get stuff done around the house. And today was a
Yeah.
new John. That's right.
Huh.
Hey, someone's got to get their hands dirty. Just the way it goes.
Oh
Got to
my
get in
God.
there.
What was it that well, what they say on Men in Tights? It used to be, what was it? My name is Y Latrine, because they changed it in the 16th century. It used to be Shit House.
You should have.
Tracy
That's
Ullman.
right.
Abe Lincoln. Did you say Abe Lincoln? I always think because Secretary of State is Anthony Blinken, so he's technically Abe Lincoln. I wonder if he ever got that growing up.
Blinken. Is his name
you
really
had
Blinken?
to.
Are you serious?
Oh my gosh,
Abe
See,
Lincoln.
that's
that's
another.
hilarious.
Do you remember in same movie? Carrie always says, "Blinken, what are you doing?" And he was blind. He was the blind servant for Robin Hood.
Yes,
And he goes,
yes.
"Guessing? I guess no one's coming," because he was on watch.
Yes, absolutely. That's hysterical.
Blinken.
Oh my, he must. I mean, I'm sure he got beat up and tortured in school. And
How
when
can
he
you
went into
not?
college and decided he was going to go politics, maybe. I mean, they must have been all over him. I mean, come on, had to be.
Now he just calls in favor and FBI. They raided those kids' houses.
Yeah.
Who's laughing now?
Well,
So speaking of summer, what's the topic tonight, my friend?
topic tonight is just that. We are doing summer movies tonight. Not necessarily movies that were released in the summer, but movies that either have summer as a theme or as the main setting of the movie. Kind of moving the movie along. So that is what we are going to be hitting on
Sweet.
tonight.
Ah.
Summer movies. And I do have to say, initially I was going, I'm going to really diversify and we're going to pull movies from different genres and different eras. And I kept coming back to like the same core movies that are all pretty much from the same time period for the most part, not all of them. But when you got a couple of good ones, that you always remember that take you back to that time period, it's really hard to kind of forget them. So
Yeah.
anyway.
And it's a movie that, if it's a summer movie that someone has seen over, in their lifetime as a child or with the family, it's become tradition, almost kind of like with Christmas movies.
Well,
Yeah, you're exactly right. It really is because you hand them down to family members. You hand them down. I mean, I've handed so many movies down to my son, because growing up, you want them to have that experience that you had, and
Correct.
So,
Correct.
very good point.
Yeah.
Good point. Love it, Janie. I love it. Well, uh, speaking of genres, we're going to start off with a movie that was a very well done movie, a movie that I was never a big fan of, and I got a neat little fact to go along with this once we start to talk about it, and that is
Ah.
Dirty Dancing.
Ah.
You know what?
Cameraman's.
I wanted to deny this movie. I really did, but you can't. It's a good movie. It's a summer movie. Yeah, big time. Yep.
Yeah.
And
Jennifer Grey before the nose job.
yes,
Yes.
Mhm.
yes, very much so. And something just popped up regarding her in this movie. Kind of a look back, like where are they kind of now, kind of deal. And
Yeah.
yeah, she had. I mean, she was whatever, good or attractive looking person prior. She is now. She had a very distinctive look prior
Yeah.
to it
So
done,
they
but
get the nose fixed.
I really thought she did, and so I don't know. It's me being judgmental. I don't think she did herself any harm, but I don't think she improved. I think she just made it different. If I have to, kind of
Mm.
call a spade there. So, but yeah, that's kind of what I see it. But good movie, great soundtrack, amazing setting. Buddy of mine was just at this. It's actually a picture he sent me. He was actually here. It's in Virginia or whatever, I believe, just a handful of months ago. Yeah.
Yep.
Went down there for some big reunion and golf and something like that. So
there's a lot of people don't realize that Patrick Swayze and Jennifer were actually in Red Dawn prior to this.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, they were in this prior to this, and then they said that there was a little bit of a feud between the two of them. And, there may have been some tension on the set with Dirty Dancing and all, but it all just came down to the point to where, he would aggravate her like a little sister at some point in time. You already had one movie, but a lot of people kind of forget that she was Ferris's sister in Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
No.
Mm-hmm.
That's another good summer movie. That was a good, you're skipping school.
Patrick Swayze was one of the gang members in the Rosanna video by Toto.
Yes.
And Cynthia Rhodes from Dirty Dancing played Rosanna, technically walking by. Wow.
That's one for each of you. I had no clue of that. I thought you were going to say The Outsiders, Mike. In Rosanna.
In Rosanna. Yep. And she's married to Richard Marx,
who we'll be seeing in concert in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
Can't wait to see him. And also the ad agency I worked for in Baltimore, the Blum Group, we did the national advertising for Dirty Dancing. We had Vestron Films. So by the time it came out, I'd heard Nobody Puts a Baby in a Corner for like 50 times. So
cool.
But yeah.
Hey, we got a bunch of people chiming in on Facebook. I can't pull up comments, but I at least want to hit them. So we got
hit us
up. Robert's joining us. Say, hey guys, great to see you again. Matt Drinenberg is saying, yay, summer movies. Said everyone loves this one. So everyone loves the movie with Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey. Yeah. And Victor is on. Victor is saying good night. Apparently he's not a fan of this movie, so he's calling it quits. Somehow I'm not buying that, Vic. Sorry, buddy. I think you're gonna be
Vic. I bet you. Do you have a cat, Vic? I bet you do. I bet you have a cat, and I bet before you feed it, you rehearse the jump. The cat jumps up in your arms. And you spin around.
Time of my life.
There has to be a movie out there you like, Victor. There has to be a movie.
Some of them say it's Jaws. Yeah, there's got to be one out.
There's some summer movies. Come on.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, because of Vic, I guess we're going to have to move on. I guess we can't really
Oh,
move
good
on
grief.
too much. Not too much. Sorry, because we don't want to upset you. So.
That's right.
Just for you, Vic.
Our neighbor to the north.
Yes, that's exactly right. Yeah. So, Sandlot. Yeah.
Awesome. Yes.
Yeah. You know,
Yes.
I had a brother whose life was baseball. I mean, it was awesome sports in general, but life was baseball all through high school. It was on state champ team, college. Had the option to try and play for a farm team, decided to hang it up and go coach. And yeah, man, I can't tell you how many times we sat and watched this movie on HBO. Because when it hit
Yeah.
HBO, I mean, oh my gosh, summertime, school was out. You watch this movie. I swear, sometimes it was like once a day it would be on. You know, you just have it
Mm-hmm.
in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Just an
It's,
amazing flick. And there
it's
was
very
two follow-ups to
generational.
this. Yeah.
Very
Oh,
generational.
absolutely.
Because all the kids I coach playing baseball, they
Hmm.
throw out the lines. You're killing me, Smalls.
Oh,
That's I have
Now
pictures
my
of that.
grandson's team, they're 7 and 8, and they're saying the lines. Yeah.
You
And
play ball like a girl.
I interviewed David Mickey Evans, the writer director, and Benny the Jet was based on a martial arts person he knew that they
oh
called him
really?
Benny the Jet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Benny the Jet. Jeez, man. Throwing him out tonight here. Mike's fact number two. Yeah, I was not the big baseball guy, and it wasn't that I didn't like baseball. It was the fact that I don't know, I could throw. I had a good arm. They put me out wherever center field, so I could throw the ball. I didn't have the aptitude or pay enough attention, so that's why I didn't have a very good baseball career. But loved the movie, and I mean, the whole thing with the ball and the dog, and when they finally meet the dog, and it's James Earl Jones. It
Yeah, it's
just gets
very
better. It's not like your typical movie that winds down. It just gets
no.
better as it goes on. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to watch the sequel once. I couldn't.
I
I
can't get it either.
I I knew that there was a sequel. There was two sequels.
Oh,
I didn't even bother to investigate. Yeah. And I want to say that there's a possibility of it went into some type of series or is going to go into some type of series. I
well,
can't confirm whether that has already happened or they're looking at doing it. But I mean, in the day and age of everything getting repopped, it wouldn't surprise me when you have something this iconic that it would come back around again. So,
If you
yeah.
ever are on TikTok, you need
Hmm.
to go and try and find the actor who played the great Hambino, the catcher.
Patrick Renna.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is flipping hilarious with his TikToks.
Oh, really?
Oh, he is great. He is so great. He even gets like his kids involved in it sometimes. He's just great in it.
I have a baseball he signed.
Did you really?
Do you
That's
really?
awesome.
He did
That's cool.
a National Lampoon movie called Dorm Days, and he came to town, so I interviewed him, and then I said, sign it. So he signed that, and he signed my DVD. So yeah, so I have a ball signed by the great Hambino.
A great Hambino.
That's
I
pretty
love it.
awesome.
You got to hurry
We
up.
got
I got lunch coming up.
a couple more comments popping in here. What do we got? Mike, I'm sorry, Matt, I absolutely love the Sandlot. The scene where the baseball team talks crapola to the guys and then they get their butts handed to them is classic. You play ball like a girl.
There
That's
it
right.
is. See? Yeah.
Great quote. That's right. And we got Victor. Bad News Bears is the best baseball film.
Oh, that's a
It's
run for the
good.
money. I would have to agree with that. Yeah.
It was good, but that would be a coin toss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
we got
Milos
Milos
popped on.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Milos, good to hear from you, buddy.
I want the people at home to have a little trivia tonight. Who played the mom of the kid? And I'll give you a hint. She played a very important Indiana Jones character. Mike knows this.
There's really only one.
Well, no,
All the other ones
girls. There's a couple women.
Yeah,
in
but
there.
I mean important.
Important. But I want to see if anybody knows, especially Victor. That's who I want to see.
This bowl of mixed nuts right here. That could have played Willie in Temple of Doom, and it would have done a better job. So.
Oh, come on.
Well, I'm looking for answers here. We got Robert with Karen Allen, and we got Victor with Karen Black.
Allen, who played Marianne Crane, the Raiders, who played the mom.
Yeah.
And Dennis
Raiders
Leary played the stepdad.
Julian auctions are auctioning off the Ark.
What?
No.
Are you serious?
That look nice. That look nice.
Wait a minute, the actual Ark or the cardboard that they carried to make it look like it was the actual one?
Yeah.
The real deal.
Holy crap. I need a new coffee table.
He's so cool, though. Can you imagine, though?
You walk in, there's the Ark of the Covenant.
Please use a coaster. We don't want to get the Ark of the Covenant.
Wait, gold doesn't tarnish. You got nothing to worry about. Come on.
You start freaking people out, opening it up.
Yeah. You know, you got to have like a crazy flood lamp inside as soon as you crack it. It just that, you know.
You open it up, the face is already in there that's melted. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And if you notice, anytime the Nazis are around and they do the Sieg Heil, Spielberg, you never see their other hand because Spielberg made them all cross their fingers when they did it.
Smart man. That's why he's the number one.
That's 3. Like fact number 3. That's a good one. Did not know that. I'm telling you. That's why I come here for the education. Oh. Partially. Yeah. We got a few on here. So Robert says he did not grow up watching Sandlot. Sorry about that, Robert. You've got to check that out sometime. And it
probably because baseball is not as big as across the pond.
No.
Yeah, in Scotland.
I wonder if they have like cricket. Like a cricket version of the Sandlot.
True. There is a local cricket club right over in Harrisburg. When I go on a bike ride, I see those guys out playing that. Yeah, that's a very interesting kind of game.
It looks like fun. I like to play it once sometime.
And my understanding is that the games can go on for like 6, 8, 10 hours. Like it's there's no like 9 innings and you're done or whatever. Like it just goes on and on and on. Yeah. Yeah, very interesting. So there's a question on here from Robert. It says, "Why does the font from the Sandlot look like the font from The Simpsons?" And Matt is answering, saying Danny Elfman said those opening 3 bars. So for 36 years, The Simpsons has kept him insured above all else. I must have missed something in between. Yeah, it does look like it. You know, they said that. Very similar. It's color and everything. Yeah. All right. Well, good little crossover. I love crossover stuff. When you get 2 things different that kind of come together, that to me is just so fun because it's so happenstance. So the next one was a film that was not necessarily a very big film when it came out, and this was a film that I want to say probably owes a lot of its credit to the DVD movement, because that's when this film really, really took off. Summer School.
Ironically, mentioning of The Simpsons, when this film was released, it's Mark Harmon's first movie, it was released with the very first Simpsons shorts in theaters.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
The one you've ever seen, the one where they go see Dr. Marvin and they're all wired up and they keep zapping each other.
Yeah.
That was before the episode, but yeah, Fox attached that to the front of Summer School.
Wow. Man. That's 4. Janie, you're behind 2 now. Janie, come on.
I'm drunk.
You gotta go a little quicker on there, Janie.
Well, no, I was gonna ask him, was that the Simpsons that we know now, or was that from the Tracy Ullman show?
The Tracy Ullman. It's the You can tell they're really jagged.
They're very like
Homer's got the really weird voice. He
correct. Yeah.
He changed. Yeah. Yes, it was one of the shorts that appeared on Tracy Ullman.
Okay.
See, and there was There was a lot of people that were kind of cutting their teeth in this movie.
Really, Greg Brady? Okay.
What did I miss? Did I miss a comment?
Your voice went really high and you sounded like Greg Brady.
Oh,
or Peter Brady.
Peter Brady.
Puberty kicking in, you know.
When it's time to change.
Anyway,
we used to watch this on HBO, like you said. You know,
yeah.
Summer was we were home for the summer. It would be on HBO, and I love this movie. It's so funny, and you
really
get to see
is.
how Kirstie Alley is, as in Kirstie Alley's in it.
And that was before she was on Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
That was before, and it was Mark Harmon's first movie, and I want to say, was it? It was shortly after. So they were having issues with Don Johnson on Miami Vice, and Mark Harmon was the hopeful. They were looking to possibly put him into that spot because of coming off of this movie. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
An H fact. I didn't know that.
There's an 8 fact. Yeah.
Holy
Courtney Boyd Smith before Melrose Place and then that is so stupid. Why'd you put that up there? Take that word off.
Just because.
Rude.
Well, I mean, anyone and everyone in that movie, I want to say was probably the first time I saw them. It was in this film. I mean, it truly is. In fact, I'm gonna play a quick clip. I think one of my favorite clips, and that is when they bring in the substitute teacher. And so you'll see all the students.
I have a big fact about that one when you get done. Go ahead.
All right. Let's roll it out.
Don't go in there without a gun. It's terrible. Is this my classroom?
Yes, it is.
Whose blood is that? Is that your blood?
Chainsaw. What's your name? It's Chainsaw. Oh, it's in Black and Decker?
Yeah.
No, it's in the Chainsaw Massacre.
Fun movie.
Great. Such a fun movie. Yeah.
With, Gigi Fortman. Gigi's one of the students.
Yeah, Gigi is. Yeah. Yep. The substitute teacher who came in, if a lot of people don't really recognize her, kind of you do, kind of you don't at that time. But her and the young man whose tongue was pulled out, that's Matthew Laboratoe, sorry. Anyway, they were both in Little House on the Prairie towards the ending of the series. She's the teacher. She's the school teacher.
Yes. Wow.
They were both in Little House, yes.
You got to drink more often before you come on the show, Jane.
That was a 2-for-1. So there you go.
That was a double header there. Yeah. Bring that one home. Wow. Yeah. I recognize. I mean, as soon as you see them, you go, "Oh yeah, I've seen them before." I could have never placed where they were, but you're exactly right. Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Apparently, she was typecast as a teacher. What a shame. Yeah. All right. Well, good to go. Good stuff.
Yeah, Miss Beadle got married, and she went, away with her new husband, and this was the teacher, and that was Almanzo's sister, and Almanzo and Laura Ingalls married, so that she played Almanzo's sister on the show.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. You guys are killing it tonight with this information here, man. All right. Let's see what we got going on. Where are we rolling into next? Sorry, I had to bring it up.
What the hell is that?
How can you not not bring this up?
How can you not?
I really tried. I tried so hard. I really did.
No, if you didn't bring it up, you're gonna be banned. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. Yeah.
Dude.
It's just one of those things.
How can you leave out? Yeah. How can you leave this out of the very movie that has caused the term in the dictionary blockbuster out of tonight's show? Yes. You can't.
Yep. It is completely responsible.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. 110%. Yeah. Yeah. Good stuff. Well, we don't have to go on a crazy elaboration about it, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is, and as soon as summer rolls around,
That's it.
Yeah, awesome, very good. Well,
I actually have it. If you really want to think about it, I actually have like on my calendars. I don't even have June 20th anymore. It's just automatically. I just write in there Jaws Day. I just automatically do it. Yep, that's it.
And we had to follow up with Stand By Me because, hey, Dreyfuss is the narration. When you hear him narrate this movie, you go, he should narrate every kid's movie. He's that voice that is just,
Yeah.
I mean, really. And you don't even, it's one of the few things, and Dreyfuss is a very distinctive voice. And it's one of the few things that you sit and listen to. You don't go, yeah, that's Richard Dreyfuss. You just, I don't know why. At least with me, it always, not that I didn't know it was Dreyfuss, but it wasn't pronounced with me because he just, I don't know. He just fit it so well. He did it so well and had such like an underlying calm tone to him throughout the entire thing. It's just, yeah. It was like every kid's childhood should be narrated by Richard Dreyfuss. Yeah. What was your favorite scene? Yeah.
And this
favorite
movie
scene.
right here. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I think it was the scene of when they actually stand up against Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah.
At the very end. Yeah.
I'd have to agree. Absolutely. That was a pretty solid one.
Yeah. And they've all had pretty great careers afterwards.
Yeah, they really have.
Yeah.
They really have.
Will Wheaton did Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry O'Connell did Rebecca Romaine. Corey Feldman now does, I don't know, he's like a musician now. He does a lot of Michael Jackson style stuff.
Well, there's a whole big controversy behind that. I don't know if you know, because he's still cutting albums and stuff like that. And there is this whole big controversy that so he goes out and does these live shows, and they always end up on YouTube and stuff like that. And there is a growing group of people that think that if you watch his live shows, like he screws up, things get all messed up, that he's doing it as a parody or as an act, as opposed to being like dead serious about what he's doing as a musician.
I agree with that because actually he was just one of the people on The Masked Singer this last season. And he was dressed as a seal, like a seal. And he sang very, very good. He really did. They kept him on. And he danced and he moved and he was one of the fan favorites. Yeah. And then he got voted off.
He's got the moves. I've seen him move. He's got the
moves. So yeah, he was just on The Masked Singer this last season.
He's got moves. I don't know. I listened to him try and sing, and he has a range that he sings in, but if he steps outside of that range, it's gone. Like I was flipping through something one night, and I'm often doing work, and I have something just YouTube just rolling in the background, and
Yeah.
he was covering. I don't know if it was like Ramble On or something by Led Zeppelin. I'm going, you've got to be kidding me. I mean, really? Come on.
Now,
And
he
Robert
really
Plant
did
himself
well.
won't get up and do that anymore.
Well, he did well on this. I was really surprised, but I think he did well on the Masked Singer.
Sure.
And the reason
I'm not.
why,
Mhm.
well, and the reason why, and he said this, and a lot of the celebrities that get on the show say this, it's because you don't know who they are, so they can actually be free and not feel judged. You're actually, voiced, or you're voted on the voice, and you're noticed for the voice, but you don't know who it is. So it really does give them a freedom and a feeling of being protected and being, kind of hidden. And he did really well. My friend and I, Felicia, we were surprised it was Corey Feldman.
Wow. Nice. I got a couple comments in here. Milo's saying Stand By Me, my favorite teenage movie, along with Lucas and the Goonies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Goonies.
The Goonies.
And they all have Corey Feldman. You might be a Corey Feldman fan.
Yeah, he was a
Corey
summer
Feldman
movie guy.
trio. My wife has yet to watch the Goonies all the way through. Can you believe that?
All the way
know.
Really?
I know. I even thought when my son was coming up, I even got a copy of it on DVD. And, we would do like little sleep outs and that kind of stuff. And she's never seen it all the way through. I'm like, come on, you got to be kidding me. You're making this up.
Hey, our favorite stunt man from Jaws is in that movie.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, hanging
in COVID summer, we took the grandkids to see it at the drive-in.
Did you? Oh, that's awesome. I love so much that the drive-ins became such a prevalent thing during COVID. That was just awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, there's one here near me, and I don't know what show, but I would like to go this summer. It's fun to go to if you want to go.
And if you watch
nostalgia,
the Goonies on DVD, if you listen to the commentary, there's a part where it's all the kids, and they get to the part where was he Mouth? Is that who Corey Feldman was? In the Goonies?
Mouth.
Yeah.
He's got the maid, and he's going, this is where I hide the cocaine. This is where I hide this. All these different
he's
drugs.
Trying to translate.
Yeah. In the room is just like silent. And then Corey Feldman goes, anybody else find this kind of ironic?
That's hilarious. Oh my
Was it he tells the maid down there, goes, they go and they put you down in the basement and they beat you. And just, she doesn't understand English.
And Jerry O'Connell was in Jerry Maguire.
Mm-hmm.
And the name of what was the TV show he did with John Rhys Davies? Where they were like,
Sliders.
Yeah, something. Yeah,
Sliders. Yeah.
Don't know.
Did Sliders, and now he's on a talk show now.
Really, a talk show?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's on a talk show with CBS somewhere. Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder if they're going to start to come back in vogue the way like game shows have come back in vogue. All the old game shows coming back. Yeah. We got a couple more comments here. So Robert's saying it's a shame we don't have much of drive-in theaters here in Britain. Well, to be honest with you, we don't have many here in the United States, but they are still around. I have one near me. I love it. They went digital years ago.
I've got one near me.
All new stuff. Yeah. Sonia's on. She says, I have some great news to tell you guys. I want to know how we're all doing. So, Sonia, we're all doing well. We hope you are doing wonderful as well.
Doing good.
Well, tell us the news.
Yeah. Don't tease us.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
You have a New York Yankees jacket, so we know that.
I know. She got a jacket and a hat. I said, you got to start watching some Yankees baseball games if you're going to be wearing that.
She's ready.
Just remember, if anybody asks you, you hate Derek Jeter. Hated him.
And you love Don Mattingly, right?
Babe Ruth was overrated.
Or you just said, I'm only here for the hot dogs. That's it.
Yeah. Listen, so are you guys familiar with, you're familiar with dry January, right? That's a big thing now. You don't drink in January, you take the month off. Right. And there's a counteraction to that, and it's called Winston Churchill Day. Winston Churchill, I mean, the amount that he smoked and that he drank and things in a day was just like astonishing. You're surprised he wasn't dead at 25. And there is this big movement where these guys try and do Winston Churchill Day. There's now another movement, and it's called Babe Ruth Day. And if you think Winston Churchill, and you can look up what his daily regimen was. And with Winston Churchill, I mean, he would eat and stuff, but he was drinking from the time he was getting up. Babe Ruth not only drank him under the table, the amount of food and what he consumed in a day is just staggering, absolutely staggering. And it's almost becoming like a challenge. Like, can you survive one day consuming what Babe Ruth did in a day? I mean, they're saying it's simply amazing that he was able to perform the way he did and live to the age that he did with the habits that he had. I mean, it was unbelievable. Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up. I'm curious now.
Every day.
Oh, here we go.
Every day, Babe Ruth would have 2 steaks for lunch, 2 steaks for dinner. Sometimes for a treat, he would throw lamb chops on top of the steaks.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Then he would snack between meals and up to a dozen hot dogs and a bottle of soda after each one.
Dozen. Yeah, make that up.
Well, when you look at him, though, he wasn't that out of shape.
Anyway. Yeah,
no, he wasn't.
I mean, he wasn't like,
he had a massive frame. Yeah.
John Goodman really portrayed him as really husky, but Babe Ruth just a big guy.
Yeah.
I wonder he didn't have a heart attack like early on.
Yeah.
Good gravy.
It's a good orphanage living. That's what it does for you.
There it is.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, and so to tag in on what he would eat, it says that every time he would go to the club, which was every day, he started off with 2 to 3 scotches before lunch. So, and then he would have more scotches after it was his turn to get out at bat or do whatever. Yeah. So think about that. I mean, that's just one little iota of his day. I mean, it's crazy. Absolutely insane. Yeah.
If he took care of himself, he might have been good.
All right.
Yeah.
Imagine him on steroids. He would have destroyed the entire field. I mean, there would be no one yet.
If he took care of himself, maybe Small would have known who he was.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then it wouldn't be the Sandlot, so I'm glad he ate a lot of hot dogs.
True. There he is. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So someone's chiming in. Yep, all that is true. Let's see. Sorry, Victor. There can never be too many hot dogs anywhere. I'm Matt saying that. I'm more of a hamburger guy.
That's true. I could eat some hot dogs.
I'm more of a hamburger. I like hot dogs. I'm more of a hamburger guy, though. That's just my preference. Yeah. So let me ask you though. So ketchup or mustard?
Neither. I don't put condiments on anything.
You're kidding, really, Mike? Wow.
Really plain, the way God intended them.
No kidding. What about you, Janie? Ketchup or mustard?
I do mustard. I'm not really a ketchup girl.
See, I'm within the realm of like Philadelphia area. You put ketchup on everything.
Oh no, I can't.
Oh yeah, everything.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
I don't even use it. I don't do barbecue sauce either.
Yeah. That's standard there. Yep. Ketchup, mustard. All right, Dazed and Confused. I pulled this up. This has always been a guilty pleasure of mine. It really was. I don't think the movie did all that great. I think originally they wanted to do a follow up and they never did because this one just didn't pan out the way that it did. But I think there's a lot of credit with a lot of young actors. Now everyone knows them by name and recognizes them, whether they're on a movie or a TV show or the next NFL Super Bowl commercial. Selling a Lincoln to somebody, or Batman or whatever else. And but this was also the era that when this came out, the term classic rock, whatever, really kind of came in vogue, and the classic rock, the '60s and the '70s music came back in full regala. I mean, it hit hard. I mean, next thing you know, you saw, you know, kids my age were following the Grateful Dead and the Allman Brothers, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
wearing tie dyes, they were wearing flannel shirts. It was right on the heels of like the grunge era. It was kind of like they were
Bell
opening the doors of, oh yeah, bell bottoms are back, hippies were
bottoms
back.
came back. Yeah.
People wanted to restore Volkswagen buses again. Yeah, I mean, it really, and this really kind of fell on right at the beginning of that, and the soundtrack was incredible. It was a double album soundtrack. I mean, anything and everything that was hot back then was on that soundtrack. And for me, the Cars are just awesome. I mean, they really were. I mean, you had some of the epitome of muscle cars. You had what, the '69 Judge GTO was in there, the '70 Chevelle LS6, supposedly one of the fastest muscle cars ever built. Even the primered up old Dodge, Dodge Demon that was in there, the late '70s truck, or '60s, I could go on and on and on. But yeah, it's very much a guilty pleasure of mine. I enjoyed it very much. There's a lot of good stuff in there. And again, the soundtrack. And yeah, I still have a copy of this. I break it out once in a while. So good stuff. And Judy Pankow said catch up. So ketchup. There you go.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. Ketchup. Matt's saying big mustard, minimal ketchup. But he's still saying ketchup. So all right with that.
Well,
yeah, Victor said
high school girls, the more I get older, the more they stay the same.
What's that one of the creepiest?
All right.
All right. What did he say? He was like, you got any weed? Yeah, it'd be cooler if you did.
Now they use that clip where it goes on TikTok. You got to be living, man. LIVIN. You hear that all over TikTok now.
Yeah, unbelievable. All right. Well, how about something a little bit more modern?
Yes.
A little bit newer. I really got, I tried to kind of move on. I kept going back to the '70s and the '80s. And so we're going to move to what I think is the best modern summer movie of all time.
I love this movie.
Grown Up. Oh, listen, this movie was number one reason why anyone would ever go into stand-up comedy. These guys are incredible.
It's like summer camp with Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And I swear, when you're watching those scenes, and I don't know for sure, I'm sure if you go and watch an interview, or maybe you guys know, I swear they would roll the film and say, okay, guys, here's what needs to happen in this scene. You just run with it. Because it was all they did was cut each other up, and it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Absolutely hilarious. Yeah.
Look, the second one, too. The second one was funny, too.
The second one was funny. Yeah.
It didn't have the magic of the first one, but it was good. Yeah, with the big fight at the end and all that kind of stuff. And they brought even more people in.
Yeah,
Stone Cold Steve Austin's in it, and
missing the talents of Rob Schneider, apparently.
Yeah.
Who surprisingly wasn't in the second one
at all. No, and he was such a great character in the first one. I mean, him and his wife were just hysterical in the first one. I mean, they really were.
It's like Bruno Kirby isn't in City Slickers 2, and you're going, wow, you guys work so well together in the other movies. What's going on?
Yeah, and I don't know, like, was Rob doing a lot of movies at that time period? Because he did a slew of movies earlier on.
Well, he did a couple starring roles, but he showed up in every Sandler movie.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's why I was surprised he wasn't in part 2.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that would be interesting to find out as to why. So, hey, Kara's on, visiting us through YouTube here.
Hey, Kara.
Kara, thanks for joining. She's sorry, Kara, I'm kind of late. I see a couple of your comments there. It says, fun fact, Corey Feldman and Kiefer Sutherland were both in the Lost Boys. Yes, they were. Yeah,
yes, that's right.
Drive-in. Yep. Yeah, and that was remade or a follow up to that was done, right? A couple years ago.
I think they did. I think they tried to do a follow up.
Do a follow up, I believe. Yeah.
But you can't.
Yeah.
No.
No. And we got Sonia saying she watched this movie. It was absolutely hilarious. Great actors. Robert saying, "Boo, Adam Sandler hater here." Oh man,
Hey.
kind of people hate people. So many people got on that hate train with Adam Sandler, and I never bought it. Even some of I get it. He had similar characters in the movies, but you know what? Clint Eastwood had a similar character in a dozen movies. It doesn't, I just thought he was great. Even some of the movies that, when people didn't like him, that he cut out, like what was the one, like Daddy's Boy or something like that?
Well, nobody except me in America liked Jack and Jill, and I think I've told you the story. I published my review on Rotten Tomatoes, and they had to stop letting people comment on my review because it was so. People, I mean, they hadn't even seen it yet, it hadn't even opened yet because I'd signed it early, and they were just slamming me and slamming him. And I still have it. I should print it out and frame it. I got the nastiest email. The subject line was, "You are a bleeping bleep. You're worse than a bleep." And I was just like, dude, you haven't even seen the movie. But, and thank you, Adam Sandler. That got our website, got us on got us on Opie and Anthony on Sirius Radio. And all of a sudden, we went from being just a little site. We blew up like 50,000 people extra a week. So thank you, Adam Sandler.
Little hate mail gave you some good traction.
I'm sorry. I even said I'm a 13-year-old boy inside. Why wouldn't I like it?
Exactly. Exactly. And we got a couple more on here. Yep. Sandler in drama films is awesome. Yeah, he has completely reinvented himself as a drama actor. I mean, really, the best.
And everyone says he's such a great guy. Brad Pitt tells a story where Adam Sandler was in NYU acting school, and the teacher invited him out for a beer, and they sat down, and the teacher told him, "Look, you don't have it. You have no business being an actor. Go drive a taxi, do anything but be an actor." But of course, he stuck it out, and look where he is now. But 10 years later, he's out in a bar with his friends, and he sees the teacher, and he takes all the friends over to meet the teacher. And I'm thinking, oh, I bet he just said, you don't know shit. He said, he introduced him, and he said, "This is so-and-so. He's the only teacher that ever bought me a beer." That's how he introduced him.
Kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah. Every time. And he's been on the Vineyard. I keep trying to catch him. He was there right after when we 2012, but we missed him. He was in town. We'd already left.
Are you serious? We were that close.
Yeah. Because I saw Jim Gillette the next day. And goes, it was Adam Sandler.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks because that's how I knew about the Black Dog, because he always wears Black Dog t-shirts. He loves that place. He goes there to eat, and that's where. And I remember watching him on David Letterman one night, and he had on a Black Dog Tavern t-shirt, and that's how I knew about it.
We saw Tom Welling from Smallville. Yeah.
Oh, that was a good show. Yeah.
Well, I got a clip here, and it's just on top of all the one-liners and the cut-ups, the physical comedy, just hysterical. This is probably, I think one of the best physical parts of this film is this guy.
That's a little much, pal.
No, I know. Kids, don't do that. What, you don't, erase, reboot.
Okay, look, make a tree for it. I'll get you started.
Rob lived in one of those for a year.
Why?
My dad took away my roller skates. Vietnam flashback.
Wait a minute. Are you kidding me?
What?
Whoa!
Nice! Rope on a tree, baby. You know what that means?
We get to hang ourselves?
Are you kidding me? You see a rope in a lake and that doesn't make you want to go nuts?
It makes me like,
Dude,
Let me show him.
Hammy,
Yeah, baby.
Dude, get up on the top rock.
Yeah, you're right.
You gotta back it up. Go, baby.
Class is in session.
Go, baby.
Who wants to see a double flip?
Oh my gosh. And and Kevin is such an incredible physical actor.
Yeah.
He really is.
Especially a guy his size.
Yeah.
Because in the second one, he was really, really, really big, but he's still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He is a big burly dude. Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, and he did that. What was it the MMA or the kickboxing movie? And he dropped a bunch of weight. And he's still a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bring on the boom or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was a good movie. I like that.
Yeah. His stand up was pretty good too. You know, I
Yeah.
remember watching a bunch of his stand up. He was always very good with that.
King of Queens.
But yeah, that was fabulous show. Really. But you know what? There were so many good people on that show too. Not taking away from him at all. But yeah.
No.
All right.
No.
All right. Well, sliding on over, taking a couple steps back to some of the serious classics here, guys. The Great Outdoors. And
that's such a good movie.
You know, when I was going back and looking through old films that dealt with summer, I forgot how many of them starred Dan Aykroyd in them, for God's sake. You know, maybe not John Candy, but Dan Aykroyd's like every other film I was looking up. Yeah. Just fabulous. Yeah. Yeah. And as much as I like him, I'm so much more of a John Candy fan. I really am. I just think he was such a unbelievable and at times very underrated actor. I really do.
Who?
I'll say it before Victor. They're both Canadian. So.
Yeah.
No, John Candy was just in my mind. Yeah. Just amazing.
Oh.
Yeah.
He will always be Uncle Buck to me. Always.
You know what? I'm so glad you said that because it was on the tip of my tongue. That is still the standout film for me, and that was the first I think first big role that he had where he was the main actor. And
that and Plane, Trains, and Automobiles, I think.
Oh yes. Oh, yes. So good. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just absolutely amazing, phenomenal film. The one line. Oh my God, we used to drop one-liners from that film. Oh man. Oh man. You say you want to
know Molly Russell's wart. Yeah.
You know, the quarter thing. We used to. Oh my God, we used to say that all the time. Oh. Yeah.
Here's a quarter. Go have a rat. Gnaw that thing off.
And what was the deal? It was in the trunk. It was like he had an axe or something in the trunk. He was like,
he had an axe. And he was
hatchet.
An old hatchet.
He said,
you know what happened? What is it? What was the kid's name? Bug. He goes,
Bug.
Is that what it is? Is that like a gnat? You know, you just shave it out.
Yes.
Yeah. Scare the crap out of the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Buckmobile. You're right, Robert. That car. He goes, oh, she still got 20,000 miles on her.
That thing would fire up and take off. Would start to take, or you'd shut it down, and all of a sudden that thing would backfire every time. Scare the hell out of somebody.
Yeah.
You have much more hair in your nose than my father does. Thank you for noticing.
Where do you live? In the city? Do you have a job? No.
What's your record for most consecutive questions asked?
Or when the parents are calling home to check it out, and he's like, hey, how often do you feed a dog like that? They just pursued them all.
Yeah. Who let the cat out? We don't have a cat. Get out of here. Go.
No, I don't need any money, but I won't have any problem cashing a 2-party out-of-state check, will I?
And I want to say this was probably the only film that the two of them were that both Aykroyd and Candy were in. Is that right? Were they in?
They were in 1941 together.
And the Blues Brothers. And the Blues Brothers.
And the Blues Brothers, yeah.
Yes.
He was
man. How did I
remember the cop chasing after them? Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And I think he was in what was it called? Is it Nothing But Trouble? The one Aykroyd
Yeah,
wrote and
yeah, they
directed.
were both in that. Yes.
Yeah, and John Candy in drag. Yeah.
Yeah, John Candy was in drag. He played two parts. Dan Aykroyd was the judge, and Chevy Chase was with it with Demi Moore and Tupac Shakur. A lot of people don't realize Tupac Shakur was in that movie.
Oh.
Yeah. Throw them up here for both you guys. I'm out tonight here. Man, oh man, love it. Absolutely love it. Well, I got a clip here for us. I want to, you know what? I was going to do the bear clip. I was going to do the ski clip. Got to kind of be careful with background music. So I did decide to pull up. I did find a clip that, to be honest with you, I used to love imitating this guy, and you'll know as soon as you guys see the bar scene.
Yeah, well, I'll take her phone number. I'll change that. Believe me, that's what I do for a living. Investments is what I do.
How you doing? Well, it ain't raining. So that's good.
Yeah, I guess so.
You fellas met Reg?
No, I don't think so. How you doing? Roman Craig. Pleased to meet you. Chet Ripley. How do you do? There's quite a hairdo you got going there, Reg. You don't have a neo-skunk thing? Or...
Roman, what are you doing?
Well, he's got the hair.
Well, you don't have to say it.
His hair turned white because lightning hit him. Yeah. He's been struck by lightning. How many times is it now, Reg?
Six times. 66 times.
66 times. God, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, you'll never meet a guy more tuned into the barometric pressure than Reg is. Yeah. You see him running like hell for home. You head for cover. Right, Reg?
I'm telling you, we used to sit and imitate that scene. Oh, and the best is the. Oh God!
Sometimes.
And that's another guy I recognize from something. I can tell you where I've seen him. I'm sure he's been in a million different things.
He has, and as it was ending, I recognized the bartender. His name is Lewis something, I believe his acting name is, but I can't remember what I placed him in. Well, that's why we have IMDb.
Yeah, the guy at the bar, he was in Baby Boom with Diane Keaton. She would always call him to come to fix the water or something like that. And then he wound up so he was in Baby Boom with Diane Keaton.
Oh.
Ah.
There you go. Man. Quite the education thing.
Yep.
All right. Well, I saved what I consider to be probably one of the most iconic, probably one of the top of I want to say of our era as far as summer movie goes, and that in large I think is almost undisputable, and that is Vacation. I mean, can you think of really, and it might not have, it was, the comedic scenes at times were so underplayed, by Chevy Chase, because that's just he's just dry comedic humor. And then the next scene, he's like flipping out and dropping F-bombs and, and going nuts. And yeah, I mean, this spurred an entire series of movies that are still kicking around to this day, Yeah.
And had a good theme song as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
by Lindsey Buckingham. Yeah, I got it on my phone.
And you still hear that every summer. I mean, you do. You hear it every summer, and the kids know the words to the song.
The kids
know that because I hear them singing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And another one that had a lot of people that showed up in it. I mean,
Absolutely.
A lot of people that were just cutting their teeth, or maybe just had these little parts that hadn't done a whole lot, with movies and stuff yet that happened to kind of show up there. I mean, it was just
Anthony Michael Hall. He was, just kind of starting out there before he became the geek in 16 Candles.
Yeah, he was in there. But even so, John Candy was in this. Remember?
John Candy. Yep.
He was a security guard.
Eugene Levy was in it, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then you have the Beverly D'Angelo before the twins and Al Pacino, but there's Beverly D'Angelo.
Yeah.
And then the famous Christy Brinkley, Uptown Girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Driving the Ferrari.
Going back to Great Outdoors, that bartender, I knew he looked familiar. That was Louis Arquette, who is the narrator in Waiting for Guffman, and is the father of Rosanna, Patricia, David, and Alexis.
Oh, really? That's their dad.
That's their dad.
Really?
No kidding.
Oh, wow.
Which means his father was Cliff Arquette. For you youngsters that used to watch Hollywood Squares, Charlie Weaver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Big facts. Big facts.
Wow. Yeah, the Arquettes are a pretty good Showtime or a show business family too.
Yeah, made a good career out of it.
Yeah.
Got a couple comments here. It says the 2015 remake is horrible. Beverly D'Angelo was
agreed.
European Vacation was my favorite. You know, I did not go see it. I did not go see it, and I love Ed Helms. I really do. And I did not go see the remake of Vacation because I was just so afraid it was going to be not good.
Yeah.
Well, first off, Anthony Michael Hall wasn't doing anything. They could have got him instead of Ed Helms. It was just wasted cameos by Chevy Chase and W. D'Angelo.
Well, Ed Helms was like fresh off The Office, so he was hitting pretty big at the times. And I mean, take nothing away from him, but I think that's probably had something to do with why he ended up with that part. You know, and he did. I mean, he only had one, maybe two other films at the time. He had one. It was it was like something.
Oh, he had The Hangover. He was in The Hangover with Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, you're right.
He was in We're the Millers.
Yeah, We Are the Miller. Yeah.
Yes, he was. And he did another one when he was like a traveling salesman or something like that. It's like Surfing Falls or something like that. I can't remember what. I'd have to look it up. Yeah, just I've caught bits and pieces of it and never. And what I saw, it seemed to try and mirror things from this movie. You know, the car.
You can't.
And and the swimming pool and that kind of stuff. And,
No. Janie said no. No.
There you go. That's the word. The word is given.
That's it right there. Janie says no. But a lot of people, you have to really respect and appreciate the first Vacation here, because you have a comedic icon in this picture, and that a lot of people that we know about her, but a lot of other people. Imogen Coca playing the aunt here.
Yeah,
is one of the best comedic actresses that we ever had in our lifetime, and she was so funny in this movie. I mean, her eating the sandwich at the picnic table and not giving a rat's ass. This is where Carol Burnett comes from. This is where Lucille Ball comes from. It's that era of female comedians, and to cast her as the aunt was just great. You know, I loved her. Didn't like it after a certain time. You know, you don't put her on top of the car, damn it. But anyway, that is comedic gold right there.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we got a little bit.
It's time for her to eat and take her pill.
Please get off me. Mom, tell Audrey to quit pushing Edna on me.
I'm sick of her lying on me all the time. Be quiet. Addie.
Honey, it's only a few hours to Phoenix. Let her be. She's fine.
She's not fine.
She's fine. Don't be silly.
She's not fine, Clark. She's dead.
She breathed on me. A dead person breathed. Oh, her hand touched me. She's stiff already.
God damn it anyway.
I had to cut it right there. They start to roll with some music, but next thing you know, like, oh, wait, she probably weighs like what, like 100 pounds? Yeah, it's not supposed to rain. Next scene, pouring down rain, as she's sitting up with a blanket over her head, surrounded by luggage.
We're gonna miss the Grand Canyon. It's only the biggest goddamn hole in the world. Clark, your language. Well, the second biggest. Yes. Oh.
There was something because I follow a lot of you guys know I go on TikTok, and I followed Chevy Chase on TikTok. Him and Randy Quaid just got together for like a signing. Yeah, not too long.
That costs a lot of money.
Woo, boy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Well, I would like, if I was in charge, and there's an article coming on the Daily Jaws. If I planned Jaws 50, I would have Chevy Chase there as the land shark.
Yes.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Candygram.
Yeah.
Candygram.
You're that shark now.
No. Candygram. This is what?
I didn't know how to Candygram flowers.
We got a couple comments here. What do we got here? I'm very iffy on Chevy Chase, given his reputation. He may not be a nice person, but he's still great at humor. And that's from Robert.
Yeah.
And he is. He seems kind of hot and cold.
Oh, absolutely.
Really kind of similar like Bill Murray, which is maybe that's why the two of those don't, have such a rocky past.
I know that he still has the pajamas from Christmas Vacation. He still has those same pajamas that you see him in the attic in. He still has those.
Yep. We got what else we got here? Great scene, very funny. Why does this remind me of the urban legend of the dead relative on the roof of the station wagon? It's probably where it started.
That's probably where it started, because it probably started with the Griswolds, and somebody copied it. So
most likely,
because people don't know how to be creative, like Mike, Nate, myself.
That's right. We were putting dead people on top of our cars years ago.
Before it was cool.
We didn't need hood ornaments. We just did that.
That's right.
Tying dogs to the bumpers years ago.
Yeah. Tough little mutt. We get them for a mile or two.
Was it Stacy Keach that played it? It was a Keach brother
James
that played
Keach.
the cop.
James
Keach. Yeah.
James Keach. Yeah.
I interviewed him. He's funny, but we talked about that scene.
They did. Yeah. He was all broken up about that guy. Yep. He's like, wait, what'd you get pulled over for? I was speeding. No, you weren't. No, really, I was speeding. Yes, Clark, you were speeding. And he comes up and he goes, oh, here's a leash. I'm going to go back and get the carcass. It's about a mile back.
Poor Dinky.
Oh my gosh. Well, to wrap it up, since we're having so much fun with the Vacation movie and really hitting it, talking about some of these characters, I'm going to leave you with a question for you two and you guys at home. So, if you had to classify yourself as one character from the original Vacation movie, who would you be?
My question is like, I know who I would be. Who would you think I would be? That's what I want to know. If you say Ed, I'll knock you through this computer.
See, this is a loaded question already. See, this is a no-win situation here, Janie.
Actually, Marty Moose, I should have told you at the front of the park.
I think it could be Aunt Bethany.
I love
Rusty still in the yeah. Well, I go out of my way to make sure we have the biggest, brightest lights in our neighborhood for Christmas. So
You are Clark.
I'll be Clark.
You're Clark.
And actually, with my known vacations, and my kids can tell you, my sister can tell you, I'm more like Ellen. I really am. I'm more like Ellen. I always have to go and find a solution. So yeah, but I like Aunt Bethany too. So
I don't know what I'd say. I've got a bit of Rusty in me. Probably do.
I see that. I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a little bit of Rusty. I don't know. Maybe even a little. I don't know. I don't know if I have any cousin Dale.
So, are you still in the Navy, Rusty?
Are you still engaged to Clark?
They want to say the blessing. Okay.
The blessing.
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Can I break wind? Is the room clearing out?
It never fails. I always, anytime we do back in the day, we end up pulling a movie up and talking about it. I go back and have to track it down and find where it is. I've already gone back and re-rented them because I can't find them anywhere. It's like paid to watch them. Yeah. This is going to be on my list. I got to go back and catch at least this one. Yeah.
Oh, Robert asks a really cool question. Look at what he just asked. And I kind of already know my vehicle. And I would probably have to say the DeLorean as well.
Which Hollywood car would you like to take on a road trip or vacation in? I go with either Echo or Kit. Sorry, guys. Batmobile trumps it all. Batmobile. Doesn't even matter. For the most part, it wouldn't really matter which one. I mean, I have my favorites, but it would be the Batmobile. Yeah.
Nice.
What about you, Mike?
Gotta go with the Trans Am. Gotta go with the Bandit.
The Bandit. You know what? As much as I love the General Lee, it's summertime. There's no damn air conditioning in those things. So that's one of the reasons I'm going to Batmobile.
Well, I'm just gonna go crazy. And besides the DeLorean, I'm jumping in with Shaggy and Scooby and the
mystery machine.
The 67 Chevy van. There you go.
Listen, those two are always having snacks for some reason. I'm following them.
Yoinks.
Zoinks. There you go.
Ruh-roh.
You know, I almost forgot. I stumbled across a fact here on vacation. You're never going to guess who is seriously trying to remake this film.
Oh, God. If you tell me Rob Zombie, I'm going to just go ahead
No, it's a comedian. It is a comedian.
Remake which?
Vacation. Original Vacation. And to the point where I'm
oh, wait a minute. Is it
it's not solidified yet, but like in the last year or two, I want to say even coming out of COVID, he had this idea, and I don't know if it's obviously not in production, but he's serious about making it. And it's someone who's very prevalent right now with stand-up, with movies.
Kevin Hart?
He's Kevin Hart is exactly who it is. Good call.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart wants to remake it. Yeah.
You have to get a booster seat though for the family drugstore.
I know, right?
Those blocks that Short Round wore on his shoes in Temple of Doom.
Kevin, we're so sorry, honey, but Dwayne Johnson would have got to it first before we did, so it's okay.
I'll have a car seat in the back for him. He can sit next to Aunt Edna, you know? Oh, yep. Kevin Hart. Yeah, wants to make that film in a pretty bad way. Remake it. Yeah.
But if you think about it, Ice Cube, Shea O. Jackson had already did this already with Are We There Yet? If you kind of think about it.
Are We There Yet? Yes, you're right. Oh, yeah. You say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. Interesting.
But we'll see what happens. I mean, you never know. It may be good. It may not be good, but
yeah. Hard to say. Anyway, well, That's about what I have set for us tonight. I thought we'd end it on that note because I don't know. I had a overwhelming feeling we would all pretty much agree on vacation, probably being
Oh,
one of the most
absolutely.
iconic ones of all.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
You know.
Saw that
Absolutely.
Big M Drive-In in Bel Air, Maryland.
Very nice.
And here's a good idea for our the people who watch and who would like to contribute. And I thought about this today, and I do not know why I didn't say it. But you know what? If you guys that follow us, we'd like to see some of your vacation photos.
Yeah.
Put them up.
The cheesier, the better.
Yeah. Back in the
That's
day,
a great idea.
whatever family outing that you went to or vacation, please keep it Facebook clean, though. No nude beaches on Martha's Vineyard, Nate, and just nothing like that, please. But I mean, would it be kind of cool to see family vacation photos?
Listen, the tragedy of that wouldn't have been the pictures of the people on the beach. It would have been the pictures of my in-laws walking 10 feet behind me.
We're gonna get 50 pictures of people pointing at the Intercourse, Pennsylvania sign. Oh.
Hey, we've got Intercourse, we've got Blue Ball, we've got a bunch of funny, wicked name towns in here.
That's agreeable. So, but I just thought that was a cool idea. So if you want to, just share them with us.
That would be fun. And yeah, the cornier the better, man. If you're wearing like a mascot hat or something like that, yeah, pull that sucker up. Yeah, love to see that.
Baseball, swimsuits, the beach, the pool, whatever, wherever we've talked about tonight in Food Ham Eating. But make it fun. It's the summer. Let's celebrate.
Or if you pulled over to see the largest ball of twine in Minnesota, come on, bud.
There you go.
There you go. Yep.
Robert asked, he goes, there's no such thing, and then he took it down that there's no such thing as a nude. Yes, darling, there is a nude beach.
Oh yeah.
Yes, there is. I knew it was there. I thought it was further up than I was. I thought I was okay, but
that's what you tell the cops anyway. Yeah.
The old phrase, go big or go home. So don't discover the nude beach by yourself or with your wife. Make sure that your in-laws and your teenage son and his best friend are with you as you're walking past everybody.
Yep.
If you're gonna do it right. So, at any rate, we'll kind of we'll wrap it up there, and
alrighty,
call it a good night on a good laugh and a wonderful, wonderful evening to kick off the summer, guys. So, if you guys enjoy these movies, go catch them again. If there's something you haven't seen yet, track it down.
That's right.
Watch one of these. All good movies, guilty pleasures, whatever have you. Great films. Track one down, enjoy yourself, and have a wonderful.
Jen has to finish The Goonies for me. I want to know how she thinks about it.
Maybe you could talk her into it. I've tried.
Do it.
Really
do it. Goonies never say die. Do it, Jen.
It took me until I got Sirius Radio, and they kept playing the one clip about we need to find the secret to One Eye Willie that I realized that Goonies was just an hour and a half penis joke.
Yeah, pretty much. Sometimes you don't see the obvious,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they called it the Truffle Shuffle. Okay, so there you go.
Now, do you guys remember seeing the octopus? Did you see it in the theaters?
No.
I saw bits and I saw bits of it. I think when it first came out, it was in there, but there is a clip of how they got rid of it, and it was because somebody had put a Walkman on the octopus and it went away. So when I saw it in the theaters, yes, but then when they brought it to video and on TV, it was gone.
It's gone.
I saw it in the
say,
theaters.
the octopus, and people go, "What octopus?" No, it was there.
Yeah, the octopus was in there when I saw it. Yes.
Yeah.
I saw it in the theater, and I don't remember, other than maybe seeing like a tentacle come out of the water. I don't really remember the octopus. Yeah.
It was very, very quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, awesome. All right.
Righty. Well, have a good week, everybody. Thanks for stopping by.
Wonderful week. Yes. Appreciate everyone stopping in and hanging out with us. And have yourselves a wonderful weekend. Catch a good summer movie. Let us know and send some pictures. Post some pictures. I already got one in mind I'm going to post up. So
Sweet. Yeah, I kind of do too.
all right.
Yep.
Very cool.
All right, guys.
All right. We'll wrap it up with a little good night and have a wonderful weekend from everyone. So see you guys later. Take care. We'll be back next week.
Applause, applause, applause. Have a good night, guys.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
Big Bear. Big Bear chased me. Big Bear.